Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Jaden coming at you from Team Shadow Strike, and you guys are probably questioning my new background. You're like, Jaden, where are you now? Well, I'm making this video finally because I've been putting off making it for a while because, to be real honest, I did not know how to tackle it. My life recently went through a drastic change, and it is something I just hadn't mentioned on the channel yet. I think I might have mentioned it that I was in the process of making that move, but I hadn't got there yet, and that was the fact that I moved. And this was a pretty big move. It was not just a simple, I moved from my current apartment to a new one. It was something much more drastic. I traveled nearly 2,000 miles north, and it was something. It was something that, you know, I did for a lot of reasons, a lot of personal reasons, you know, but the reason I didn't really talk about it on camera is because it's time for personal confession here. I don't like talking about my feelings. I do not like talking about what's inside here or what's up in here because it typically... One of my biggest flaws is I hate admitting that there is a kink or not a kink, a ding in my armor, or that I have problems. It's not because I think I'm perfect or I think I have a superiority complex or anything like that. It's just I hate admitting, because I hold myself at times to impossibly high standards, and I punish myself mentally when I don't meet those standards. And it was hard to talk about. You know, I was able to put a brave face on when I was around my friends, and it's not that I'm scared or I didn't want to move. It's not that. It's I hate change. Once I get my ducks in a row and I have just my basic way of life flowing, I kind of just, okay, stay right there. Don't change. Stay there. And I'm perfectly happy with it staying this way for a long period of time. But with my school closing, I might have mentioned something about that. I was going to ITT Tech before they shut down. You know, I moved for more opportunity is what it came down to. And that, I mean, without getting too deep into it, because I just don't want to get into it, but I am exceedingly excited and anxious at the same time. I have some of the best friends that and I've said this to a lot of my friends, and a lot of them know this about me. Friends are my family. These days, I can count on one hand the amount of people in my family that I stay in touch with. And the one that is the most important above any and all of them forever and always will be my mother. That is part of what made it so hard moving away from her. I was not given the best father figure, and my mom means the world to me, and she still does, and she always will. And moving away from my friends, like I have lots of people that I have come across in my life, but my alien family. And if any of you watch this and you think for half a second, if you have to think for half a second, am I in that circle that he is talking about, then the answer is no, because I've told pretty much everybody who my family and friends are that are in that circle. Christian and Sam, I could make a video alone praising them and thanking them for everything they've done for me. Christian and Sam will always be two of my absolute best friends, and I want nothing but the best for both of them, and I love them both. And they are... Guys, I've met a lot of people in my life, and I would do just about anything I could for Christian or Sam, because they just, both of them in ways inspire me. They make me feel happy when I'm with them, when I talk to them. The best times of my life while I lived in Oklahoma were spent around those two people. And then, I have a couple other people that are worth mentioning. But if I don't mention you, please don't think that you're any less. Someone, I had a friend named Landon, who recently I grew a lot closer to than when I first met him. He was a really good friend, and I'm gonna miss him. Missing him ran about his Dark Irregulars, but I'm sure I'll hear about it some way or another, because all these people I have ways of staying in contact. I recently started playing a new board game with someone I've known for I don't know how long since I've been going to Alien. His name's Zane. He used to do a lot of videos with me. Maybe once when I go back to Oklahoma next for a visit, we can do another video together, because some of the best early memories I have of YouTube was doing the videos with Zane. And I'm going to miss Zane a lot. Zane was like an injection of positivity and just warm feelings anytime that I saw him. And it was nice to have that, because there were people in my life who it seemed like I was only getting dragged down by them. I also want to say thank you to a recent new friend in Michael. Michael, thank you very much for being my friend. He's one of the coolest cats I've ever met in my life. He's training to be a professional wrestler. I mean, how cool is that? I want to give a quick shout out to my friends Forrest for always being fun to be around and hang out with. I want to give a shout out to my friend Scott, my friends Trent, Jackson, who was a newcomer at the shop over the last year and a half, maybe a little bit longer. My perception of time is horrible. But Glendon as well. That group of people, and Will, I don't want to forget him, Will as well. I don't want those people to think that just because I'm gone, that their importance in my life is going to go away. I hope each and every one of them realize that leaving them and leaving that family was very hard. I still had a couple other people who I also want to mention, two other people who kind of started ingratiating themselves into that circle because we started to grow closer as friends, and that's Kaylin and my friends Kaylin and Chelsea. Kaylin is like the little brother, that in my life who Kaylin is just an amazing human being. He has moments where, he's been kind of like Christian and Sam in a way. There have been times where I've been able to just bounce feelings off of him, and it's a good way for me to get emotions out. And I've always appreciated that about him. And I've known Kaylin for just about as long as I've known Christian. Because I met Christian when I originally started going to Alien. I think I met Christian the second or third time I ever went. And we have been friends ever since. Sam, I met him, I think, a year after that. But I just remember, I remember meeting Kaylin pretty early when I started going. And then Chelsea is like one of the most fun people I've ever met. I'm going to miss seeing her every weekend because she was kind of like the female version of Zane. She was just a shot of good energy and fun and something that just made you happy. That shop is irreplaceable. Just to acknowledge it, I want to also thank the Anderson family who runs that shop. That store forever will be my home, because I went through a lot, before I started going there, and they provided me with an escape from it. I could be having a terrible week, I could be having a bad time, I could be whatever, and it just immediately made me feel better walking in that door, sitting with my friends, talking with them, and just being with them. We would have tournaments, we would play board games, we would sit and literally just shoot the shit. And those are the people who are the most important and irreplaceable, I feel, in one's life, are the people who generally just, you can be having a shitty fucking day, and I'm pretty sure anybody who watches this or will see this can say, I've had a day where I literally have just gotten out of bed, one thing after another kept going wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong, and I just went, you know what, fuck this day. And that is what Alien gave to me. And all the people, a couple other people I've just recently thought of in the back of my head. I want to thank my friends Zach for always being a really good friend. And I also want to thank my friend Connor. Both of the two of them, I'm going to miss seeing them too. Both really, really good friends, and I'm going to miss seeing them too. But the point of this video, guys, was just to give you guys an update. Just because I moved, it does not mean I'm going to stop. I started YouTube not as a way to grow my ego. I did it as a way to converse and meet and share ideas with other people outside of my circle. And I'm going to still do that. I'm looking forward to meeting new players here. By the way, I moved to Beaverton, Oregon. So I'm looking forward to meeting new players. I'm looking forward to the new adventures life brings. I'm looking forward to future videos. I'm just looking forward to whatever the future holds. While at the same time a little just anxious, because that's just I guess that's just I just am. But I'm looking forward to whatever it brings, and I'm going to continue to do videos and deck profiles and discussions and rants and all the fun things that I've done. I'm looking forward to maybe doing some collab videos, maybe with some of you guys who want to take part or things like that. I'm going to start looking into other things that I can do for that. I'm just I'm just going to take this one step at a time. And one thing I will say about this state is I love the weather. So, but to all the people who I moved away from and I won't be able to be with as a consistent basis as I would like, just know that all my time with you and all those memories, I will treasure them, and they are some of the best memories that I've had. If you ever went on a trip with me to anywhere in Texas, because that's pretty much everywhere we went. We went to Dallas, we went to Fort Worth, we went to Houston. If you ever went on any of those trips with me, know that those moments were the best I've ever had and the most fun that I've ever had. And being with that group, that has literally been the best experience that I've had in my life yet. And I say that with no regret or shame that it happened at a trading card game event, because it was something that made me happy about being me. And that is something that I think you should always strive for. And your friends should make you want to be happy around in the area that you feel most comfortable. But I'm going to continue to making these videos. I'm going to continue to share my thoughts and reach out to as many of you as I can, because there have been times I've made quite a couple of friends through this channel, and their friendship means the same. And I've made really good friends with Siren Frost. I've made really good friends with Omega Side or Dakota, and Team Honey Badger. And then another friend of mine who moved away before I did, that I miss seeing, Ryan. Please, and another person I forgot, is my friend Aaron. Aaron was like the quietest person that I'd ever been around, but he was always one of the most fun people once you finally got to know him. I could do videos where telling stories about these tournaments and things, and maybe I'll do that. If that is something you guys would like me to do, is just to tell you guys stories of on trips that I've been on with these friends to tournaments, let me know. Maybe that's an idea. But even if I still haven't thought of your name and mentioned you in this video, or at least you should, that friendship means quite a bit to me. And thank you for, if you have given me the privilege and honor of being called your friend, know that is something that I treasure and something that I'm very thankful for. Because, like I've said many times on my channel, if it was me before I changed, which is ironically before I started going to Alien, not probably everybody in that circle wouldn't want anything to do with me, nor would anyone on here would want anything to do with me, because I was about as shitty of a person as you could be. And the fact that I went there changed my life, and these people helped change me. I'm eternally grateful for that, and I'll always be in their debt. So this video was not meant to be sappy, even though it kind of got sappy a little bit, but there's nothing wrong with admitting the truth, especially if it's something that made you a better person. And everybody who I had the privilege of meeting and calling friend, and in return them calling me friend, made me a better person. And I thank you guys for that, and I love all of you. And this isn't goodbye. We are still going to be friends. We are still going to see each other at events. I'm still going to be going to the events in Texas, guys. I am still going to be going to the events in Texas. Even if I have to find a way to halt time, I am going to find a way to still be there, because these are my friends. And I'm going to probably make new friends up here, but nobody could replace my Alien family. And just know that every single day that I will always be appreciative and thankful for the friendship and the memories and for everything that they've done for me. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to make this video to explain I have moved. So if any of you live in the Oregon, Beaverton area, I would be all up for hanging out sometime. I'm excited where this is going to lead, but remember, guys, I am here to do whatever I can to make you guys happy. If there's a certain video you want me to do over anything Vanguard or Buddy Fight related, please let me know. If there's a certain type of video, let me know. I will do whatever I can. I'm going to try and record more matches. I have some friends. I already have met a few people here and got some people into the game that seem to really like it. So maybe I can record some more matches and post some more matches, because I haven't posted matches in a while, and I'm sorry for that. But anywho, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave your thoughts below. If there is anything that you want to suggest or anything you want to say, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I read everything that is posted, and I try to respond to everything that is posted as well. And I'm going to make an effort to continue to try and do that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and for your continued support. It means more than I can express. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up and share it with anybody you think who would like to be a part of the community here. So anyway, guys, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.